Good morning, everyone, and welcome for today's lecture. In the last lecture, we have completed or we have finished the unit number 6 filters and attenuators. Now, today we are going to start the unit number 4, that will be the transient response. Okay, so unit number 4 today we are going to start. Only one unit is remaining. Unit number 4, transient response. Transient response. So, we can understand first of all what will be the transient response, what will be the steady state response, then how to find out the transient response of the circuit, and there will be the different types of circuit based on the selection of the components, that is RLC. So we can apply, when we can apply the voltage source, current source, or we can say when we can excite the circuit with the help of power supplies, then what will be the change in the behavior in the circuit, that we can observe using the transient analysis. So very interesting chapter it is. And in the university also they will ask, so nearly 14 marks questions, 14 marks question will be there in the section 2. So compared to other two units in the section 2, this is somewhat difficult compared to, but it is very interesting subject. So transient response we can study with the help of differential equation, that is linear differential equation, LDE, as well as we can study the transient response with the help of Laplace transform. So both are useful. So in the syllabus actually they have given the Laplace transform. So we can learn the transient response with the help of linear differential equation as well as Laplace transform. So Laplace transform formula already I have given in the or before the start of unit number 5. I have given the basic formulas of the Laplace transform, as well as the linear differential equation. Already you know how to find out the complementary function CF, how to find out the particular integral, that is PI, for the differential equations, that is you can call it as solution of the differential equation. There will be the again two types, homogeneous equation, non-homogeneous equation. So based on that there will be the different solution. And if the roots are real, if the roots are imaginary, if the roots are complex conjugate, that is based on that there will be the different solution. Already these all concepts you are learned in the mathematics 3, that is engineering mathematics 3 in maths M3. So we'll start with according to our triple P pattern. So first of all, we will start with what will be the syllabus for this unit. So the syllabus point of view, I will write the Laplace transform we have to use. So we are not learning Laplace transforms already. You are learning in the M3. So just we have to take the review of Laplace transform, that is formulas and its properties. Already you learn. Review of Laplace transform, comma, initial conditions, initial conditions, comma, analysis, analysis of transient response, analysis of transient response and steady state response, and steady state response of following, following. So we are learning first of all RL circuit. So these are the nature of circuit in which resistor and inductor are connected, so that is called as RL circuit. We are going to use the we are going to learn the step voltage response and step current response. So we are going to learn both transient as well as steady state response of the following circuit, that is RL circuit, by applying step voltage as well as step current. So that is called as step voltage response and step current response and step current response. Similarly, we are going to use second type, that is RC circuit, in which resistor and capacitor are connected. So this is called as RC circuit. Again, we are applying and learning the transient response and steady state response of RC circuit using step voltage response and step current response. Only the nature of circuit will change. Step voltage response and step current response. So step voltage already you know, step current and step voltage, that is step function. So step function is denoted by U of t. Okay. So U of t means what? From 0 to positive infinite, the value remains constant. The amplitude of signal will remains constant, that is 1. Okay, that is called as U of t, and that U of t is called as what? Unit step function. If it is related to voltage, then it is called as step voltage response. If it is related to step current, then it is called as step current response. So based on the types of signal, it is voltage or current, it is called as step, we can find out the response, and that is called as step voltage response or step current response. Now third one is RLC, in which resistor, inductor, capacitor all are present. So that is third type of circuit, RLC circuit. So it is, again we are learning here, step voltage response and step current response. Step current response. Okay, so total actually in the class it requires 10 lectures to complete this unit, but as we are taking online, so it will require 12 to 13 lectures to complete. So if we are starting today, it will nearly complete in the first week of November. Hmm? So before Deepavali our syllabus will end, so we can start, we are started with the help of syllabus. Now this will be the syllabus, and we are going to solve the problems based on all the above topics. Now second one, what is the meaning or what is the title of the chapter? What is meant by transient response? What do you mean by steady state? So title is what? Transient response. I will write title, transient response. So before understanding the transient response, we can understand first of all the steady state response. Steady state response. So steady state response we can understand. So if we are applying a source, if we are applying a constant source, मग तो voltage असू दे किंवा current असू दे, okay, when we can apply a constant source to the circuit, then the current and voltage do not change with the time. If current and voltage in the circuit it do not changes with time, then that state is called as what? Steady state. Okay, so I will give the example before understanding the definition. Suppose we are applying a voltage source 5 volt. So this is the DC source. Suppose this will be the resistor R, R1 and R2. So this we can consider 5 ohm, and suppose this will be the uh, 10 ohm. Okay, so when we applying a constant voltage source to this circuit, which consisting of resistor 5 ohm and 10 ohm are connected in series, then what will be the response here? The response may be the voltage across 5 ohm, the response may be the voltage across 10, or the total current. That is also one of the response. So what is the answer of I here? Anyone? According to Ohm's law, you can calculate I is equal to 5 volt divided by 5 plus 10. So 5 by 15, that is 1 by 3. 1 by 3 means 0.33, 0.33 ampere. Okay. So 0.33 ampere is the response. That will be the current. Uh, so whatever it will be the time. आता तुम्ही 5 volt source connect केलेला आहे. You have connected the 5 volt source, correct? Suppose you are keeping this source as it is for a 10 minute. Suppose you are keeping this source for 10 minutes. Okay. So a circuit having a constant source is said to be in steady state if current and voltages in the circuit if current and voltages in the circuit do not changes with respect to time, do not changes with respect to time. So that is called as steady state. Okay. Now next one, the transient response or transient state. So what is the definition of transient state? So the behavior of current or voltage, the behavior of current or voltage in the circuit, in the circuit when it is changed, when it is changed, the behavior of the circuit, behavior of the current or voltage in the circuit when it is changed from one steady state to one steady state to one steady state to another steady state, another steady state is called as transient state, is called as the transient state. So make it underline. So the behavior of the current or voltage in the circuit when it is changed from one steady state to another steady state, that behavior is called as what? The transient state. Understood? So transient state we are analyzing, we are learning with the help of the steady state values. Okay. Now next, this will be the title of the chapter. After that, the central idea of the chapter, what we are going to learn in this unit. So central idea of the chapter. So what will be the central idea of chapter? It will be based on the syllabus point. So here we are learning the transient and steady state response. I will give in the form of table. Transient and steady state response. Mainly we are focusing on transient and steady state response of the following three circuits. So three circuit I will draw here, that is RL circuit, then RC circuit, and then RLC circuit. Okay, so here we are learning by applying step voltage. Himani Swami, please take care. Roll number 4. Why you are again unmuting your mic? Himani Swami, are you present? Why you are making unmuting? Hmm? So we are learning the step voltage response, then step current response. So everywhere we are going to learn step voltage response and step current. And here also we are going to learn step voltage and step current. So this will be the overview of the or central idea of the chapter what we are going to learn. We are learning the application of step voltage as well as step current for each and every type of circuit, that is RL, RC and RLC. Then also we are based on the formulas we are going to solve the numerical problems based on all transient response based on all type of circuit. Now next, what is the step response? आता मी सांगितलं ना स्टेप व्होल्टेज आणि स्टेप करंट. सो व्हॉट इज दॅट ॲक्च्युअली? So step voltage means it is the application of signal like this. Means suppose it will be the zero value, 0 ampere or 0 volt. If it is voltage source, then it is 0 volt. If it is current source, then it is 0 ampere. So I will write volt or ampere. Okay. So when it will change the step म्हणजेच पायरी. Okay. When it will change from 0 to 1. So 1 means higher volt. Okay, whatever it may be, 5 volt, 10 volt, or 5 ampere, 1 ampere, 2 ampere, whatever. So initial value is 0 and somewhat we are getting new value. So such type of signal is called as what? Step signal or step voltage or step current signal. So this we can apply for the RL circuit, for the RC circuit and for the RLC circuit. So this is the central idea. So next one will be the what will be the importance of the chapter. Importance of chapter. Why we are learning this chapter? Anyone? To analyze the behavior, to analyze the behavior of the circuit, to analyze the behavior of the circuit by applying power supplies. So by applying the power supply, what will be the change in the behavior of the circuit? That we can analyze with the help of transient response and steady state response. That is the one point or one use. Second use, uh, in all type of circuits the transient response is very important, because sometimes we need to disconnect the power supply and sometimes we need to connect the power supply. So that can be possible with the help of transient response. Okay, so we can say to analyze to analyze the circuit to analyze the circuit for determining to analyze the circuit for determining the various responses in the circuit. So the response may be the current, the response may be the voltage across any element, the current passing through any element. Okay, so to understand that, to analyze that, we are going to use the transient response and steady state response. So this will be the importance of the chapter. Now next one, that will be the objective oblique outcome of this chapter. So what will be the objective or outcome of the chapter? Now, so objective or outcome of this chapter will be the to determine the transient and to determine the transient and steady state response. This is CO unit number 4. This is CO4 we can consider. I will write here CO4. So this will be the fourth CO of this subject, to determine the transient and steady state response of linear circuit. Why it is called as linear? Because it consisting of RLC, to determine the transient and steady state response of linear circuit. So this will be the outcome of this unit or this chapter. Now next, which book we can use for this particular chapter? Okay, so this will be the outcome of the chapter, to determine the transient and steady state response of linear circuit. So linear circuit, why it is called as linear circuit? Because it consisting of RLC circuit. So as usually we are learning transient as well as steady state response. So we can determine for any circuit, we can determine the transient response as well as the steady state response use for the linear circuit. So which book you can refer? For that I will give the names of books. So recommended books for this particular unit. So as usual, the first one is Sudhakar Shamohan, Linear Circuits or Circuit and Networks by A. Sudhakar and Shyam Mohan. So this book will be common for each and every unit. A. Sudhakar and S. Shyam Mohan Palli. And second will be the we can this book is also good. Wait 1 minute. The second book is of uh, electrical networks. Electrical networks Electrical networks by Ravish R. Singh. Ravish R. Singh. So it is of Tata McGraw Hill publication. So we have completed according to triple P syllabus, then central idea, then title of the chapter, importance of the chapter, what will be the outcome of the chapter after completion of this unit, then which books we have to refer. Okay, so introduction part is remaining. Actually, I want to take today only, but due to unavailability of time, so we will take this introduction part in the next lecture. As well as we can start with the help of Laplace transform and the some basics. Already basics we have learned I have given the formulas in the unit number 5. Once again we can revise it in this unit. Okay, so today we will going to stop. In the next lecture the actual chapter will start. Thank you.